corruption has been cast in the open. Widespread condemnation continues to pour in following the release of an investigative report into VBS Bank titled The Great Bank Heist. The report found the perpetrators of the heist stole almost 2 billion rand, benefiting some 53 individuals and entities related to VBS executives, including majority shareholder Vele Investments. This has led to others asking where the Reserve Bank was when all this was happening.
The South African Reserve Bank is our country's prudential authority. There are systems in place that must assist the country with early intervention of such a large-scale looting, which has occurred for a very long time. If the prudential system was effective, clearly the looting would have been noted very early, and there would have been intervention, including to hold those involved accountable. The SACP is calling for action on the failure of the prudential system.
COSATU says this is massive failure on the part of the Reserve Bank.
Every now and then people come out and pretend as if they were not sleeping on the job. The fact that they've come out with this report at this late stage and that this level of looting happens under their watch, it's an indictment on them. So for them to come out now and start to pontificate and present themselves as the saviors, they are not the saviors. They were sleeping at the wheel. So we think that this is a debate that we're going to have if really we are going to build a country and build an economy.
Meanwhile, there's been widespread calls for the wrongdoers to be brought to book. The EFF released a statement saying all those that illegally benefited from the fraud must be criminally prosecuted immediately. This comes after the report implicates Brian Shivambu, said to be the brother of the party's deputy president, Floyd Shivambu. The ANC says heads must roll where there was any wrongdoing.
Where there's been wrongdoing, heads must roll. But there's also an important thing that yourselves in the media might not have picked up. It is actually the ANC that led the processes to establish the financial sector regulations. And in the financial sector regulations, one of the things that emerged was the establishment of a prudential authority, which is led by the deputy governor at the Reserve Bank, and ultimately did this process with the legal entities that were involved. So this must begin to send a message out there on our seriousness to make sure that we root out wrongdoing.
Forensic investigator Advocate Terry Motau in his report said KPMG should be forced to take responsibility for its role in the collapse of VBS. The firm's former lead auditor for VBS, Sipho Malaba, is reported to have pocketed nearly 34 million rand from the bank. He also recommends that claims that Public Investment Corporation CEO Dan Machila might have received a 5 million rand bribe from the bank should be further investigated by authorities. Machila said in a statement that the allegations are malicious and that he would subject himself to the processes should an investigation be instituted. Gloria Sefako Musi, SABC News, Johannesburg.